enduring. Sometimes you wanna just be you with someone who knows all your secrets. I love what I do, and I always make sure to tell my fans I'm not perfect, so don't think I am. I make mistakes. I'm human, and we all are. But I try to be the best I can be, and that's all I really can do. Being yourself is all it takes. If you want to impress someone, don't be someone else, just be yourself. I do agree to a certain extent that it is unfortunate that I have to be a little more aware of being a kid and growing up and figuring out who I am, but at the same time, it's part of what I love. I was bullied every second of every day in elementary and middle school. Obviously, people are going to bring you down because of your drive. But, ultimately, it makes you a stronger person to turn your cheek and go the other way. You are not defined by an Instagram photo, by a like, by a comment. That does not define you. I feel like there's a moment, in every young girl's life, whether it happens with your family, or a tragedy or death in your family, or a relationship, where there's a turning point where you go from extremely hopeful and cheery to wondering whether you are okay with where you are. That's always awkward. Making new friends is tough. You don't really know who to trust when you're away from people that you love a lot. There's a million reasons why I should give you up. But the heart wants what it wants. Artistically, you want to be able to do a lot of things that can challenge you to not just stay in the same thing. I don't like hiding. I do like to keep certain things to myself, but at the end of the day, I'm 18, and I'm going to fall in love. I think regular school is harder than my job. You have to deal with kids picking on you, and you want to look good and all this stuff. It was way too much pressure. You have the right to live a beautiful life. I feel like I should be able to be 18 and have the friends that I choose and to have fun and live my life. If there never was a night or day and memories could fade away, then we'd be nothing left but the dreams we made. I have a right to live my life and just be me with whoever I choose. We just do the best we can. If you love something, set it free. And if it really loves you, it will find a way to come back. One of my favorite songs I've ever done is Who Says, and I was 17 when I recorded that song. It was just so exactly what I felt during that time. That's when I knew how powerful music is. My mom always told me if I love what I'm doing and I'm having fun, then just continue to do it. But if it's not fun for me anymore and I'm miserable, then I'm going to go back to Texas and quit it all, to be honest. This is a very superficial job. I sit in a chair for 2 hours and get hair and makeup done and talk about myself in interviews. That's a very vain thing to do. And I do get caught up in it sometimes. Being single can pave the way for new opportunities. I can't watch the news. It's extremely unsettling. Certain people can be a little desensitized because of movies, and I'm totally a part of that world, so I understand. But when you're actually seeing what's happening, you can't help but be a little affected. I'm selling my soul to Hollywood records. I love you like a love song, baby, a sinful, miracle, lyrical. He ate my soul. He's Lucifer. I'm torn. I'm selling my soul to the rhythm because I'm become so possessed with the music he plays. I chose a path and I'm not looking back. I realize everybody wants what they don't have. But at the end of the day, what you have inside is much more beautiful than what's on the outside. A lot of people would be embarrassed to admit that they were on Barney, but I embrace the fact. I learned my manners too, so I guess that's a good thing. Never look back. If Cinderella had looked back and picked up the shoe, she would have never found her prince. I was never the girl who thought I need to make sure I look like all the other girl. I think you look best when you stand out. The older you get, the more you have to talk about, and music is a really good outlet. I've chilled on it a little bit, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to step into, now that I have this collection of things. I always want to push myself, even though I'm not in the entire thing. My friend Taylor says, if you're the smartest person in the entire room, you're in the wrong room. Everything happens for a reason and something better will come along for me.